Hey guys, welcome back to the Daily Muz Show. Okay, I just presented the whole stuff and then I figured out that the whole live was having a glitch and then the whole video was lost. So I'm gonna do it all again, and I just hope that you have got some time to actually work on this again. So make sure you watch till the end of this video because it's gonna be there's gonna be another reason out of these 5 things that you need to have. I will be giving another big stuff without which funnel building will be impossible. So make sure you stay till the end, and let's get started with today's live, where I'll be talking about the 5 practical stuff that you need to have before you even start making the funnels happen, right? So yesterday I talked about why you would even need anything before you start making funnels, right? You need to have those 3 things that I talked about yesterday. The 3 things you need to master: your skill, and then funnel building process, and then actually going out, being an entrepreneur and hiring somebody and all of that stuff. Okay, why you would need that? Those were the practical, those were the theory stuff, and today we are gonna talk about the 5 practical things you need to have before you start making the funnel. So the first one is this strategy. Okay, at the very beginning you need to have the right strategy for your sales funnel. Now what do I mean by strategy? Now let's just take an example of any kind of business. Okay, for example, you want to start a food truck, or you want to start a new business of clothes. Okay, now you cannot actually go to a wholesaler and then just buy the products and then you come up to your market, you set up a shop and then you start selling. No, it doesn't really work like that. You need to strategize the whole thing and find or do the research first. Who are the different wholesalers out there who are gonna give you the product at the best quality at the most cheap price. Okay, like by cheap price I mean like at the lowest price. They will be giving you the best qualities. You need to compare different prices. You need to look in the market, what are the products that are already working that you can step in and you love to do, and then you can actually strategize and plan the whole business out before you even start going out there and selling products, isn't it? So first you need to strategize. Inside of strategizing the funnel, there's strategizing the funnel itself, the products, the offer creation, how you would create an offer instead of making just a product. And then the sales copy specifically means the text that you write inside of your website that actually sells stuff. That's a copy, we call it sales copy, right? And more importantly, the flow of the customer or a client, how a person will be going from a cold audience to becoming a hot audience inside of your niche. You need to strategize that whole thing out. Okay, from episode 22 or 23 I'll be talking in details about how you can strategize and plan out the whole funnel for yourself and for your clients. So stay tuned until the episode 23 or 22, and I'll be talking about step-by-step guide inside of there. Okay, so you can then figure out how you can actually strategize the exact method that I use to strategize my clients' funnels. You will be knowing exactly how I do it, and after that you can start doing it for yourself and then for your clients as well. And the third thing you need to strategize is by doing the maths. Okay, you have to do the maths inside of while you are building the funnel. At the very beginning you need to actually figure out how much it is going to cost you to make the funnel. The second thing is how many things that you are gonna need. Okay, the softwares you're gonna need, the expenses you would be incurring to actually hire a designer to design all your products, to make your funnels, and actually doing the advertising stuff. You won't be doing everything on your own. Okay, even if you are a funnel expert, you cannot do the advertisement part on your own. You will just be making the funnels. So you need to first strategize and do the maths and figure out how much it's gonna cost you to make the funnel, and afterwards what is the price point you need to have, and the break even customer number that you will have to sell the products to actually break even the amount, so that after that you can make profit, right? So you need to actually do the maths and figure this whole thing out, because business is not all about maths, but it totally is does consist of a major portion of maths, right? So you need to do the maths first. The second thing you need to figure out, or you need to have before you start making funnels, is you need to have the inspiration right in front of you. Now what do I mean by inspiration? By inspiration I mean finding niche leaders, okay, who are already in your niche and are selling products to their audience. Now who are niche leaders? suppose you're in piano niche, okay, suppose you're in music industry, and you need to figure out who are the different people who are already present in music industry, and they are super amazing. You just need to go ahead and see their funnels. You need to see the products that they have. You need to see how they are interacting with their audience. You need to see how you can drive traffic. Okay, you need to follow them like crazy in each and every platform that you have got, that influencer has got. Just go ahead and follow him everywhere, and after that you can get their, you can even get their professional courses and see what they have got inside the course, so that you can exactly know what kind of product is already working in the market, which you can simply model and then start selling to your own audience, right? It is that simple. Okay, now what do I mean by modeling stuff? Now modeling is quite different from copying, because when it comes to copying stuff, you simply go ahead and copy each and every bit of it. For example, you're copying a sales funnel, right? You'll simply go ahead and copy the whole layout of the page, the whole color theme of the page. You'll copy the text that is written in the page. That is copying. Modeling is quite different. Modeling is using your creativity and then copying others, right? Now if you are going to model somebody, okay, suppose you are a huge fan of Gary Vaynerchuk and you would like to model him. What you can simply do is you can first figure out what is the exact path he went through. You will be going through the exact path, but what is different that you are gonna do inside of your own thing. Okay, for example, you are a motivational speaker. You want to become a motivational speaker. Go ahead and find out what other motivational speaker did to actually go in front of the stage for the first time. So simply model that. Go ahead and talk to different let's say talks, and you give them your presentation. You tell them that I am gonna do a talk for your whole event, and I won't be charging anything. I will be doing it completely for free. So you just walk in there, you do the presentation, and then that will be your kickstart, right? So that's how you model somebody. Okay, you don't simply go ahead and copy the each and every stuff that they are doing, but at the same time you're gonna do it creatively. Okay, so that's the reason you need to have the inspiration right in front of you. Go ahead and check out different people who have got crazy funnels that are working. They are selling amazing stuff, and just model them. If I would talk about myself, my inspiration would be Russell Brunson when it comes to sales funnels, and I will be completely modeling his funnels, right? And all the funnels that I made, I modeled his funnels. Okay, I just creatively connected all the dots together. I modeled each and every step of it, and then I made the whole funnel ready, right? And that's what exactly is funnel hacking. I have a dedicated session of funnel hacking, and I'll be talking more about it later on. So that's taking inspiration. The third thing you need to have is the products itself. You have to make the products before. Just keep this in mind. I did this huge mistake, okay, that I didn't make the products before, and after a point of time I realized that I had already spent a lot of money in the softwares. I had already spent a lot of money in advertising, but I didn't have the funnel ready. I didn't have the product ready. Okay, if you do not have the products ready, then nama na batame, right? Nama na simply is an Odia saying, which means that you'll pay for it. Okay, if you do not do it, you are gonna pay for it. So just go ahead and do it. Make the products ready way before you actually start building the funnel. Okay, it will save you a lot of money, a lot of time. Product creation takes time if you want it to be valuable, rather than any random product. See, anybody can make ebooks, right? But if you want it to be a specialized ebook, a kind of different ebook from others, then you need to have some time, and you need to spend some time inside of it to make it really attractive, and amazing at the same time. So you need to actually go ahead and take some time out to make amazing products for your brand. Okay, so start planning and making products at least 2 to 3 months before you make funnels for yourself. 2 to 3 months before you start making your a funnel, just plan out your products and start making them. Okay, so jumping on to the fourth one, which is the mock-ups. Okay, mock-up simply means like designing the whole funnel, all the designs. Even if you think that visuals aren't that important, it surely enhances everything. Okay, just imagine if you have a product which is highly valuable, and the mock-up looks really bad, so it won't be selling really good, right? People won't be likely to purchase it because it isn't looking good. However, if your mock-ups are brilliant, then people will be like, this will just build the curiosity, the headlines, okay, the headlines of that particular ebook or that particular course, along with the design of the cover and the design of the whole mock-up that you're gonna make. All of it matters. Visuals matter a lot. Okay, it just enhances the curiosity of the person and the desire to get the product. It's highly important for you to focus on mock-ups as well. Let's try to look at some examples here. Now this is an ebook that I wrote. This is a very small ebook, Instagram Traffic Secrets, where I mentioned about the 5 free ways of driving traffic inside of your sales funnel. Okay, I wrote this book about 4 or 5 months ago, a small ebook. And this was actually present in the offer that I created for building the path ebook. Okay, I created a whole offer, and this was kept as a bonus. So when it was all about the bonuses, what I simply did was I actually had this whole thing as the mock-up. Okay, let me just quickly show you how it would look in a live funnel. But I cannot show you my own funnel because I actually dropped my own ClickFunnels account, so that I didn't have to pay for it, because it was costing a lot, and I didn't have enough money to pay for it, so I dropped it. And let me just quickly show you in Russell Brunson's funnel. Okay, this is Traffic Secrets. This is Russell Brunson's ebook. If you can come over here. Okay, he has this whole thing. This is the mock-up. Okay, this is called the mock-up of the ebook that he has, Traffic Secrets. What he could simply do is he could simply put the book mock-up, right? But instead what he did was he also added these small doodles over here, so that it will be looking much more appealing to the eye. Plus also it just makes it more professional looking, right? If you scroll up a bit, then he has his whole offer right present over here, where he is doing a lot of designing over here, right? The paper sheets and everything, it's looking much better if he just had, instead of just having this book over here. Okay, it's looking much better, isn't it? So if you can even scroll up to over here, then it's the same mock-up. Okay, but I'm talking about the bonus stuff. The example that I just showed you, I also had these things over here. Bonus 1, Traffic Secrets Foundation, and then I had this heading over here, the value point, and then below that I was having the mock-up that I just made right over here. Okay, so the mock-up that I made over here, I just had that inside of this bonus section. Okay, so what I'm also gonna show you some couple of more examples so that you can get an idea of how important the mockup is and how is it different from simply using a device mockup. Okay, and how you can make it more attractive. So let me just quickly shift. So here's the mockup for this the second mockup. Okay, the second mockup is this one. This is an ebook that I made, like a step-by-step solution to the Building the Path ebook. So Building the Path ebook was kind of totally executional stuff, so I made it like highly valuable for people to actually go ahead and execute and each and every step. So I made this whole guide in cooking niche so that people could solve this problem, solve this whole Building the Path ebook inside of cooking niche in their own niche by actually taking this example of a cooking niche. So I made this whole solution, pre-made solution. So what I could simply do is use this particular mockup right over here, this whole ebook or magazine, whatever it is. So instead what I did was I made this whole stuff with this lady over here writing the headline over here, step-by-step solution to Building the Path ebook in cooking niche, and then I also had a call to action, grab below. So after each and every bonus I had a button so that people could go ahead and purchase it right from there if that particular bonus actually appealed to them, right? So instead of having this was looking quite better, right? So that's the main reason on why you should focus more on going ahead and actually making these mockups much more appealing. Okay, so you need to figure this out first to actually go ahead and make amazing mockups for yourself. Okay, it will just make things much easier. I have another example. Quickly, I'm gonna show it to you guys. Okay, this is an example of a secret funnel 1.0 that I built. This was a coaching boss funnel, not used anywhere else. It was completely made and designed by me. And so it was like a 1 hour masterclass where I was teaching on how people could actually go ahead and make it completely personalized for their own niche. Okay, so that they can get clients or coaching calls instead of whatever it is that they love to do. So what I could simply do is make one monitor over here, and then I could just make the mockup, right? Instead, what I did was I added 3 to 4 more devices, and then I made some designs behind it, right? So it will just make things look more appealing than if I had something for completely plain, right? So that's the main reason why you should focus more on having amazing mockups inside of your niche. So the fifth thing, that was all for the third thing. Okay, the fourth thing, the fifth thing that you need to have before you start making your funnels is traffic source. Now it's highly important. If you do not have the traffic source right in front of you at the very beginning, then it will just cause a lot of chaos. After you have everything ready, then it will just be making you very angry, because you have spent a lot of money, you have spent a lot of time in making the funnel happen, and then just to realize that you do not know how to drive traffic to it. So at the very beginning, you need to have the traffic source right away with you, which is like the most important and the toughest things to do while making your own funnel. Okay, now I'm just talking about making your own funnel. I'm not talking about making funnels for your clients, because if you're gonna make funnels for your clients, then getting traffic to it is not your headache, it's completely your client's headache, right? So you just have to focus on making them banger funnels or high converting funnels, and that's all your duty is. So if you have the traffic source sorted out, then you won't have to worry about the results. You can simply focus on what needs to be changed or improved for better results. For example, you have a present funnel running with you, okay, and you have figured the traffic source out and everything is going wonderful, but you are getting a conversion rate of 20%, okay, and you do not know how to increase that. So if you have the traffic source coming in, if you have 1000 people coming in inside of your website or inside of your sales funnel every single month, then you can simply notice what are the different things that is actually causing the trouble. Is it the hook, the story, or the offer? It's either of these three things. Okay, it's either about the hook, which is not connecting with the person, either it's the story, which is not that appealing or that emotionally connected, or third, with the offer, it's not really good. Okay, so you just need to keep on testing these three things. Once you have the traffic source sorted, you just need to focus on improving these three things, and everything will be working amazing for you. Okay, so once you need to just figure out how to actually get this traffic source and start working on it. I will be having a dedicated session on traffic source later on, so don't worry about it at all. I will be coming back to this in details, of course. So those are the 5 things you need to figure out for actually before you even start making your funnel. Number one was the strategy. You need to have the strategy right away in front with you before you even start making your funnel. The second thing is you need to figure out who your inspiration is, whether it's you need to test and do the research of all the products, the ways of getting traffic, how they are connecting with their audience, and all of that ready with you before you start making the funnel, so that you can simply model them. The third thing you need to have is the products. You need to have the products ready way before you even start making your funnels, because otherwise you're gonna lose a lot of money. And the fourth one is the mockups. You need to have amazing mockups for your brand or for your product. And lastly, the traffic source. If you do not have the traffic source with you, it's gonna make a lot of chaos. But this wasn't the least thing. Okay, there is one more thing, which is the cash flow. The sixth and the most important thing that you need to have before you start making your funnel is the cash flow, because if you do not have the cash flow, do not get inside of funnel building for yourself. I'm not talking about for your clients. If you're gonna learn about funnels and then you're gonna make funnels for your clients, you can do it completely for free. Okay, you can do it free of cost. But if you want to make funnels for yourself, you want to sell products, then it doesn't come completely for free. You have to invest a lot of amount inside of that, and for that you need to have a sure short income way every single month, so that you can keep on testing, driving traffic, doing paid traffic, getting paid traffic inside of your funnel, and all of that. You need to have a sure short cash flow that is coming in every single month, so that you can actually focus on getting more and more results for your funnel itself. Okay, but if it's for your clients, his cash flow is important, not yours. Okay, so this is the sixth and the most important thing you need to know, you need to have before you even start making funnels. Okay, so that will be all for today. That's all that I wanted to discuss in the first live. I also covered the same things that I covered in this particular video, and I just hope it was valuable. All of these things are basic stuff. Okay, we are just covering the basic stuff right now, and later on, once we have covered a lot of stuff, then we can move on to the professional things. Okay, because if we do not know the basic stuff, the professional stuff won't be making sense. Okay, you just have to bear for 5 more days, and after 5 days it's gonna be super amazing. But we have to cover the basics, and you have to bear with me. So that will be all for now. If you guys have got any questions, then put them in the box below, and I will be back in a couple of minutes. I just need to have something right now, and I will be back in a couple of minutes, only 2 minutes. Okay, and you can ask any doubts if you have got, and I will be back real soon. Okay, so I'm back. Lucy is asking, how much should we make every month to sell our own products? Now, if first of all, if you want to sell your own products, you need to figure 3 things out first. You need to make sure you have these 3 things. Number 1 is you're a professional at your own thing. Okay, like what do I mean by professionalism? It simply means getting one step ahead of who you want to teach, or who you want to actually showcase your talent to. Okay, you just need to be one step ahead, because there is this saying that if you want to be an expert in anything, you just need to be one chapter ahead of every single other person who is below you, right? Because there was a beautiful example given by one of my friends. He mentioned in his video that there was a teacher, okay, who was actually teaching a class of 30 students, and he was like he was totally new at it. Okay, like he had studied, he was really good at maths, or any particular subject, I don't remember, but let's just assume it was maths, and he was really good at it, and he didn't study maths for about 20 years. So he had to teach a class of 30 students. What he did was, every single day he used to come and teach very confidently to his students, and every single student was able to understand whatever he used to teach. So what happened was, one of his colleagues asked him, like, you didn't study maths for 20 years. Now how do you know so much about it right now, right? So he mentioned this thing, that he always used to stay one chapter ahead of his students, right? He used to go back home and study the chapter, and then he used to come back, and then he used to teach the class, and he was quite confident at it because he recollected all the things he had in mind 20 years back. So he used to stay one chapter ahead of his students, and his students actually were pleased because they knew that he was a professional at his job, right? So that's what you need to do. You need to first make sure that whoever your target audience is are you an expert right in front of them? That's the first thing. The second thing you need to keep in mind while making sales funnel is, if before you start making these products, you need to get results for your clients. Okay, at least for one more person. Okay, for one, I will say 3 to 4 more persons, and get the testimonials of them. And once you have these two things ready, the first thing is, you will be an expert in your own niche. The second thing is, you have got enough testimonials, then you can start getting inside of sales funnels. Now coming back to your question, how much you should have or earn per month to actually sell your own products. Now I will always the cost incurred on a monthly basis in a sales funnel, I will say it's more than $500. Okay, because there's a cost of software. I have a completely dedicated video on all the expenses that goes inside of a sales funnel, but I'll just give you an overview right now. There are softwares, there is the actual person who manages the advertisements, the advertisement spending costs, and all of that. Combine all of them together, there will be a minimum of $1,000 expenses every single month. Okay, so that's how much you have to make in profit, okay, in every single month, to actually start building a funnel. Okay, now you won't be just making funnels and then doing organic way of driving traffic. You can simply do it, but only if you have got enough traffic to drive in. Okay, it's not like if you have got 100 or 200 followers, then don't get inside of it. I will highly suggest you not to get inside of sales funnels, because it's gonna cost a lot of money. But if you have got all the resources, then you can simply make a webinar funnel and you're gonna scale like crazy. But if you do not have a lot of money, then at the very beginning, and also a not huge following, then you need to have an income source of at least $1,200 to $1,500 every single month to actually go ahead and make funnels. And that's the reason I had to quit my previous one, and because I was just making about $750 a month, so I had to quit that ClickFunnels account. That's the reason you need to focus more on actually getting the first building up a business, and then getting inside of selling products of your own. Okay, so I hope it answered your question, and I think if you guys have got any more doubts, then you can surely ask now, or I will be closing this live in 1 minute. Okay, so if you guys have got any more doubts, you can simply ask me. Okay, so I'm assuming there are no more doubts, and that will be all for today. Okay, Lucy says that was quite good. Thanks. I truly appreciate it, and I hope it did clear your doubt. And yeah, that will be all for today. And tomorrow I have a really interesting topic that's coming in, so stay tuned for that. and I will be dropping the topic of it today itself on at the Daily Muz Show. So make sure you go ahead on Instagram and search for the Daily Muz Show so that you know about the topic one day before the YouTube live goes on, right? So go ahead and check that video out, and I will be seeing you in tomorrow's live. Till then, stay safe, stay home, and keep creating for a change.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.